Very low.
And this concept of stretching a Hercules has been around for quite a long time. Indeed, the Royal Air Force did it some years ago with their C1 and C3s. The point being that you sort of ran out of volume before you ran out of the amount you could lift. So the airframes frequently what we call bulked out. You could lift more weight, but the cabin was actually full. So it obviously wasn't quite as simple as this, but you basically cut the aircraft in half, added a fillet, and sewed it back together again.
These J-30 models built as stretched aircraft from new. Of course, that was a very famous conversion program the RAF undertook to create those Mark IIIs. Canada is one Milton Hall in Suffolk. Second of the three flypasts then from the Canadian Hercules, once again in from the left. The aircraft not operating out of Prestwick today, in fact pre-positioned to Birmingham International Airport before coming in for its performance.
No, that looks a Land Rover. They have the flag there, so
It's incredible to believe that Hercules has been in service around the world since 1956. Quickly adding that up, that's 70 years. Certainly one of those aircraft in the running to actually be in service for the full 100 years. They have a lot of legs in them yet. The design is still solid. You can switch things in, you can switch things out, but it's still a Hercules. Famous saying, you know, how do you replace a Hercules? With another Hercules.
In a couple of years' time, I was thinking the other day, it'll be the 125th anniversary of the Wright brothers making the first controlled power.
Couldn't have happened without it. Not just in maintaining the freight runs from the UK to Ascension Islands, but there were so many missions that went from the Ascension Islands down to the Falklands, down to the fleet, including dropping very important maritime parts without which at least one of the carriers would have probably stopped operating.
Yes, and this is before you consider all of the special missions, psychological warfare, I've mentioned special operations, command and control, many intelligence gathering versions of the Hercules in the US forces alone.
Jet-assisted takeoff, skis, anything you can think of, this aircraft can do and has done.
Weather reconnaissance. Snoopy, the former Hercules W2, which then became the engine test bed for the TP400 engines we saw starting the show on the Atlas that dropped the Falcons.
And I'm trying to think of the extraction gear, the personal
Fulton Stars,
that
the US Air Force,
where you basically let go of a big helium balloon, tied yourself to the end of it, and a Hercules grabbed you and whipped you out of danger.
Demonstrated occasionally at air shows in the past when they still had that capability in Europe using dummies for the pickup, and it was a good job on occasion. They used dummies for the air show pickups because the results might have been quite unpleasant otherwise. Coming in now at the slow for the last of its three runs, the Royal Canadian Air Force CC-130J Hercules.
Leave it on.
And it's nice to be able to say Royal Canadian Air Force again, because for many years, in fact since the late 60s, the Canadian Armed Forces were unified. It's since been separated off again as an independent air arm with all of that heritage associated with it.
Indeed, and there's many occasions this afternoon where I'm going to start feeling old. And this is one of those occasions. I can't believe it's 3 years ago this month that the Hercules left RAF service. And that fantastic tour around the UK with the 3 aircraft.
And of course you can see RAF Hercules C-3, one of the stretch C-130J models, on display here at the RAF Museum Midlands. In fact, parked just behind